Alone against all these droids? They don't stand a chance.
Jango Fett on the job.
What's up, Mandalorians? Jango Fett here, hunting down games, comics, TV shows, movies, and more. And I finally got around in finishing the Book of Sith. Alright, so the Book of Sith is another book by Daniel Wallace, and I already did a review for the Bounty Hunter Code. And if you want to check out my review, I'll put a link down below in the description. Please check it out. So the Book of Sith is about basically the Sith and the dark side. And the book recounts the dark side and the beginning of the Sith. From Sozryn Syn, who was one of the first, dark Jedi to fall into the dark side, ages past, one of the first dark Jedi to do so and conquer the Sith. Then it goes to other Sith Lords from past to present. So what I like about this book is the detail in the just recounts of all the Sith Lords, and seeing even the pages itself. The book itself is fantastic. Just a really nice, clean red cover, Book of Sith red cover. It just looks like a really dark and menacing book. And then when you open it, it's even more menacing because the pages itself looks like they're torn out. They're like they show some age to it, and starting from Sozryn Syn, who was the first Dark Jedi, and showing these pages that are just decadent and red and black and pages torn out. It shows a lot of detail in that. And then when you switch to another Sith Lord, it's completely different. The entries are completely different. The pages look completely different. The amount of research it took to create this book is just amazing to me. It blows me away. And staying true to the Star Wars mythos. And it does miraculously well. So, like I said, it starts with Sozryn Syn, who was one of the first Dark Jedi. Then it goes into Darth Malgus, who was in the Star Wars The Old Republic video game. He mainly talks about his campaigns against the Jedi during those wars. Then it goes into Bane and his viewpoints on the Rule of Two and the dark side. Then we got the entry onto Mother Talzin, which is a very weird entry in my opinion. She talks about shamanism and stuff. This section of the book kind of seems off in my opinion. I just didn't really invest myself into it. I just did not like it too much compared to the other Sith Lords. And then it goes into Plagueis, which is more of a science-based entries, and his experimentations with the Force and exploring the midichlorians. And it's really very interesting, and it really connects with the Plagueis book completely very well. And it makes you really think about Anakin's origins. It really does once you read this section, and even the book itself, Darth Plagueis, which I highly recommend you read that book. One of the greatest Star Wars books I've ever read. And then lastly is the entry of Darth Sidious, aka Palpatine, and his crazy, narcissistic, and his power-hungry entries. And I have to say, this book is the best I've read so far. I haven't read The Jedi Path or any other books, but this is the best Daniel Wallace book I have read by far. The illustrations, the detail of the accounts, the viewpoints of the different Sith Lords is amazing. It's absolutely amazing, and it takes everything from the Star Wars mythos and makes it even bigger and better than ever before. The illustrations are phenomenal. The descriptions of the Force, the use of the weapons, the past, the present, the whole history of the Sith in this one nice little book. It's a really tiny book, by the way. It's not even 200 pages, and there's just so much into this book, so much value that I highly recommend it. So I am giving the Book of Sith a There's just so much content within this book to keep you busy. And if you're a fan of the Sith, then you're gonna love this book. This is a must-buy for Star Wars and big-time Sith fans. You gotta have this book. It's an absolute must buy. So I'm gonna be reading the Jedi Path next, and it's probably gonna take me a while, just like the Book of Sith. I like to take my time with these books. I really don't have too much time to read at all, but I'm going to be doing the Jedi Path next, read that, and then do a review. And I also have the Imperial Handbook, which is also part of the Daniel Wallace, collection. So I'm going to do the Jedi Path and the Imperial Handbook. So the Jedi Path is the next review. I can't wait to read that book and give you guys my viewpoints of the entire book. So I'm going to end it right here. Don't forget to please like and comment down below. Tell me what you think of the Book of Sith, or whether you're thinking about buying it. I highly recommend it. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Jango Fett, and I'll see you, my fellow Mandalorian brothers and sisters, next time. Oh, yeah!